clashed hundreds of times in their 100 years conflict, but has any stirred the emotions quite like this one? Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the ultimate Old Firm experience. Paul McStay has led his man onto the field, and Richard Gough has led out the Rangers. And the Rangers' victory will give them a record-equalling 9th championship with their rivals. A Celtic win will surely take it to the wire. It's the game, Charlie Nicholas, everyone wants to see.
Yes, good afternoon, Jerry, and good afternoon to everyone. This game, I think, in a domestic presence, is probably the biggest game I can ever recall. With marvellous memories of European nights here at Celtic Park. Today, in a domestic level, I've not often said that I miss a game now that I've stopped playing, but this is definitely one I would love to have played in.
Fantastic atmosphere, the place jam-packed, and let's have a look at the teams once again. Celtic first of all, and the show just the one change from the side which flopped at Kilmarnock, with Di Canio returning and Andreas Thom dropping to the bench. And now Rangers. Well, 4 changes have been made following defeat by Dundee United at Ibrox, with Dibble, Gough, Hateley and Durant replacing Gorham, Petric, Dury and Miller. And there's Paolo Di Canio. Much Celtic hope resting on his shoulders this afternoon. The Celtic huddle takes place. And Enrico Annoni, who's arrived from AS Roma, makes his 4th appearance this afternoon. And a big day for Richard Gough, his last Old Firm match. He wants to end it with a victory. And the return of Mark Hateley, who could have guessed this just a week ago. The referee this afternoon is Hugh Dallas from Motherwell. He'll be assisted by John Fleming of Glasgow, John McElhinney of Glasgow. The 4th official is Willie Young from Claxton. It's a rather windy day here in the east end of Glasgow. Let's hope it doesn't spoil the play, which is now underway. So right away, Rangers attempting to test the Celtic defence. Well, it's the west end of Celtic Park that still lies fairly open during this rebuilding process. The wind is coming from that direction. It will make it a bit difficult, I suspect, for the goalkeepers.
I think it was mainly as a swirling wind, Jerry, which we'll find it doesn't really benefit anyone in particular. It's always difficult to get control of the ball, but you know, there's many big occasions to play in. I think this is an occasion for maybe even some homegrown talent, because there's so much talk about the European guys, but there's Andy Dibble there. A massive game for him, and I expect his first 20 minutes Celtic to try and go for the throat of Rangers.
There's a touch for Di Canio. It's O'Donnell. And an early test of nerve for Andy Dibble. Not the greatest clearance, but he gets away with it. It reached Alec Cleland. The Rangers fans hugely outnumbered this afternoon, but they're giving the team plenty of backing in these early stages. Well, Rangers have lost just 1 of the last 9 league visits here, and they haven't conceded a goal in the last 3. That's league games, so a tremendous record here. Celtic's last Premier Division win over Rangers was almost 2 years ago, in May 1995, 3-0 at Hampden Park. The championship was over that day. This afternoon, it's up for grabs. This is Annoni. Across comes Bjorklund. It's given away by Ian Durant, a seasoned campaigner. Rangers have it back though through Ferguson. It's Durant again. Well, Ian Durant and Mark Hateley combined so well a few years back, particularly in one Scottish Cup final, and perhaps Walter Smith has been looking back to that occasion as he reinstates Durant and brings Hateley back. Meanwhile, it's Cleland pushing forward here, and the assistant referee on the far side has raised his flag. The free kick has been awarded.
It's a good positive run from Cleland. A little bit of tugging from both of them, but I think you're spot on with Durant. I think he's a big-time player. And I think this game is the reason why probably Walter Smith brought him back. He knows he can play big time at this level, and especially his combination with Hateley.
Durant to take it. Hateley is lurking just on the edge of the area. Richard Gough is up there as well. An early test for the goalkeeper perhaps. The ball drifts away. The Rangers are showing a lot of determination here. They're well wound up for the occasion. But, so too is Paul McStay. Through now for Di Canio. Cadet starts a run through the middle. Still it's Di Canio. The Rangers are getting players back in numbers here. It's Cadet with Bjorklund. Lovely skills by Cadet in a very tight situation. That's just beyond Peter Grant. That was brilliant play by George Cadet. Good run forward by Di Canio initially. Still Celtic have it. It's Jackie McNamara. Away by Bjorklund. O'Donnell battles hard. Alberts is there. So too is Ferguson. Now it's Craig Moore. Laid off by Laudrup. Alberts. Looking for Hateley. And the challenge leaves Malky Mackay in trouble. Well, the first aerial ball, and Hateley wins it, and he gets a free kick after the challenge from Anoni. But psychologically, Hateley has let it be known he's there, and Malky Mackay knew all about it.
Oh, it's a ploy we've seen so many times in the past, and it was an interesting confrontation for the first time there. And Hateley's come out and taught him that first one.
Again, Charlie, you and I have talked so many occasions about the experience you guys have had in Old Firm games, and experience. And this particular one is vital.
Vital. He will work that back four on his own. Sorry, it'll mainly be a three for Celtic. Hateley will work the back three on his own. He might run out of steam eventually because of his lack of games, but he's got the knowledge to pick places when he wants to run in his aerial battles.
So Alberts sweeps it in, the goalkeeper commits himself. It's a comfortable catch for Stuart Kerr. He's had a good season with 12 shutouts. In fact, Tuesday's defeat at Kilmarnock ended a run of 4 consecutive shutouts for him. A touch from Alberts, now it's Laudrup. Trying to charge his way through. He got away from McStay first of all. Malky Mackay did just enough there. Now it breaks for Tosh McKinlay. Away by McLaren. Ferguson. Good ball through from Laudrup. He's got Hateley with him. Cleland's away in a run as Moore takes possession. A stretch of a foot there, getting it away. Only as far as Laudrup. Free kick is awarded. Well, the Celtic players are unhappy. Jackie McNamara particularly. Laudrup was showing a lot of determination, and certainly that was a free kick. So another chance here for Rangers to test the goalkeeper. George Alberts, who scored a spectacular goal against Celtic at the turn of the year from just about this range, is the man who's going to take it. Can he do it again? Well, great power, but the wall does its job, and it's Di Canio. Oh, Di Canio does well against the odds. Now it's McStay. O'Donnell started a run. Cadet's on the far side. That's a free kick, and it's going to be a booking for Craig Moore. Well, Paolo Di Canio did so well earlier on there, forcing the ball out of his own defence. Paul McStay was running through and clearly tripped there. And Hugh Dallas knows he's got to take some early action. And Craig Moore goes into the book. It's a promising break that for Celtic. O'Donnell was ahead of McStay. Cadet had made space on the left-hand side and was on a run. Anoni sends it in. That's a powerful header right across the face of goal. Stubbs and Mackay up there. And Andy Dibble watched that one carefully.
It's nicely flighted in. It's very rarely you would see somebody scoring from there, but with this wind today, the swirling wind, Stubbs got a good header on it. and you just never know you could catch somebody out. I think Dibble was always comfortable, to be fair.
Well, Mackay and Stubbs coming in at the far post, and that will certainly be a tactic that Celtic will use this afternoon at the set pieces. Rangers too with a real aerial threat. There's Hateley digging in. And the free kick was awarded against McStay. And the referee keeping right on top of things here.
It's been an interesting start, Jerry. Sitting here looking at just over 8 minutes gone, and Celtic really haven't dominated the way I might have thought the first 20 would normally go. Rangers are playing pretty confidently at this moment in time.
Showing a lot of determination. There have been early goals in the last 3 Old Firm encounters, and the team that has taken the lead has gone on to win. Laudrup, who hit the ball there, he scored in just 7 minutes. One of the earlier matches, Albert's in 9, and Mackay in the cup tie for Celtic in 10 minutes. But, both sides fully committed. Free kick goes Celtic's way.
Good shielding there from Cadet, very strong upper body. Goff just putting too many hands on him.
So Paul McStay with this free kick. The goalkeeper comes for it, takes it well. And it's a decent throw out, but Celtic were alert. Laudrup was almost away there. Here's Di Canio. Fallon gets a foot in. Now it's McStay. Again, Di Canio twisting and turning. He's got the free kick. Conceded by Ian Ferguson. So an opportunity here for Celtic. Ferguson leaving his foot in. Forward. Well, that one certainly wasn't practiced in the training ground. A lapse of concentration there between Di Canio and Grant, and Celtic had paid a penalty. 3 Rangers players getting forward here. It's through for Ian Durrant. Well, he snatched at that one. He had Cleland with him as well. What a chance that was for Rangers. It all started from a Celtic free kick at the other end. Slack play between Di Canio and Grant let Laudrup away. He had Durrant just ahead of him. Cleland wide right. And Durrant coming in here, hit it early.
Well, I've got to give credit to McNamara. He delayed it, and eventually he did enough to get back and put Durrant off. But really, Celtic were badly exposed from midfield and defence there.
Rangers are looking the likelier side in these early stages. You could certainly detect the determination about them pre-match as they were warming up on the pitch.
It's enabled Ian Ferguson to sit a little bit deeper and maybe secure his back three. But what they're getting is they're getting numbers, and they're harassing Celtic's midfield a lot more than they did just last week.
Hesitancy there between Alberts and Bjorklund, almost like Peter Granton. This is Moore. Cleland. Slack one by him. Returned by Malky Mackay. And it drops in behind McLaren, but Andy Dibble took control of the situation. 31 years of age, great experience. Won 3 full caps with Wales. 3 under-21 caps as well. And has played for a host of clubs down south. But I just wonder if he's ever been in an atmosphere quite like this.
Probably not. I'd be surprised ever if he's witnessed anything like this. Again, it's Hateley using all his knowledge, his know-how. As soon as you lift that arm, you'll get a free kick, and that's what Stubbs has done.
So once again, Alberts is preparing to take the free kick. It's a long way out, this one. The Celtic wall did its job last time. Once again, the line-up to protect the goalkeeper. Once again, the wall does its job. George Alberts has a terrific scoring record from midfield this season. He started the season, in fact, at full-back in emergency. Since then, he's managed to score 12 goals. Some fierce tackling going on there. And Peter Grant is now in trouble with the referee for that challenge on Ian Durrant. And the referee will call the player back over, but you see the ferocity of the challenge there. The referee is making his point to the Celtic player.
I don't think Peter is always a guy who kind of accepts his bookings gracefully, but I think he just cleverly took him from the back, but Durrant read the situation.
So almost 14 minutes gone here at Celtic Park. Celtic 0, Rangers 0. And it's another free kick to Rangers. They're certainly causing the Celtic defence a lot of problems once again. It's Hateley who was pushed there. Mackay, the culprit. Another opportunity for Rangers. They've definitely taken the game by the scruff of the neck in these early stages. Carried it to Celtic. Stuart Kerr screaming instructions at his defenders. Once again, Alberts is there. Ian Ferguson is in close proximity. It's Alberts again. Well, that's 3 free kicks he's had. They've all come off the defensive wall. Stay plays it through now. In comes Goff. Durrant. Same towards Hateley. Mackay was struggling there a bit. And it's cleared by McNamara.
He's just putting that down to Celtic's defenders' mindset. Like, they don't quite know whether to go and try and force the issue and get over the top of him. I'll just let him flick it on, and he's causing mayhem at the back at the moment.
But Rangers have had a good spell. They'll really want to take something from it. As we've seen so often in these Old Firm games, you can have the upper hand and suddenly something happens at the other end. Is off the Canio to McStay. A bit of slackness again. Gives Rangers possession. Hateley's peeled away on the left-hand side. Cleland has made a run on the right. Still it's Laudrup. Hateley is showing a lot of good movement off the ball here. Back to Laudrup, and Noni gets a foot in. That was superb play though by Mark Hateley. His movement on the edge of the area gave the Celtic defence a lot of problems again. And he squeezed the ball back through to Laudrup. And it was the outstretched foot of Annoni who got it away. Some words of encouragement and advice from Billy Stark. Tommy Burns, as we saw earlier, sitting up in the stand, serving a ban there, and that was because he was sent off by this afternoon's referee, Hugh Dallas, in the previous Old Firm encounter. Here comes Celtic now. It's De Canio trying to force it through. McLaren gets a toe to it. Only as far as McStay. The offside flag goes up. Well, De Canio had stepped forward, and so too had Cadet, and the referee will have a word with him. So the referee has had a word with George Cadet, who complained about the decision. Two skippers going for that one. It's McStay who won it. Here's Di Canio. O'Donnell's in the middle, but Di Canio is forced wide by a posse of Rangers players. He finds Tosh McKinlay, the early ball from him, it's away by Goff. Get in there just ahead of Cadet. Good ball forward by Malky Mackay. Much better from Anoni. Moore gets the touch to Durant. Tries to pick out Haitley. Mackay's there though. Touch on from McStay. Down from Cadet. Good ball from Peter Grant. This is Di Canio. Celtic are getting players forward here. Phil O'Donnell's arriving as well. Cadet's in the middle. Tosh McKinley's in support. McKinley wants it, but Di Canio is not prepared to part with possession. Comes off the head of McNamara. Durant's back there defending. Free kick has been awarded. So now an opportunity for Celtic. Ian Durant going in there on McNamara. Almost 19 minutes gone. Rangers have enjoyed the lion's share of pressure, but now Celtic have a chance here. Mackay's up there, so too is Stubbs, but it's a poor free kick from Di Canio. The Celtic set pieces rather letting them down. The Rangers tending to break forward from them, but on that occasion, Anoni got in there.
I think we could say that about both teams so far. Albert's free kicks have been disappointing. Good challenge from Anoni, sizing up the situation, but Rangers have been disappointed at theirs too. You just wonder, it's so often in the past Celtic dominated the early proceedings, and then Rangers usually go and get a result.
Jackie McNamara just nudged there. McLaren watches that one carefully. Cadet challenges. Once again, Durant's deep. Here's McNamara. Easily dispossessed there. Rangers got a cluster of players around him. Now it's Laudrup trying to open up the Celtic defence. Good ball through now for Alberts. Away to the far side looking for Haitley. Right across goal by him and onto the top of the net. And again, good movement by Mark Haitley. Perhaps if there'd been just enough support coming through from there, he could have knocked that one down. Laudrup fed it through. Good ball to Alberts. Anoni had to back off there. And Haitley come in on the far side.
Yeah, it was a good break, good weighted cross. Maybe the wind had just caught a bit. You just see, he can't get the angle to knock it back because Craig Moore was just coming out his shot. But it was a good move from Rangers, playing very cleverly. And Laudrup picking up clever space now.
Snap ball by Anoni. It's picked up by Cleland. Cleland shows good pace and determination. Craig Moore does likewise. The ball is just pushed too far ahead of him though. And Rangers have to settle for the throw-in. Well, this is a different Rangers from the team that came here in the Scottish Cup. There's the header going in, and again, you've got to look at the Celtic defence there. Durant has taken a bit of a knock, but just look how he gets in. It's comfortably dealt with by Richard Goff. Goes against Haitley, involved with Anoni. fires a long one forward. So away by McLaren. This is Ian Ferguson. Looking for Haitley. Well, Stubbs is on the ground. Alan Stubbs was hurt in that exchange with Haitley. And the referee will halt the play now and allow some treatment. And once again, Mark Haitley making his presence felt. His last game for Rangers was against Stirling Albion in the League Cup, and he scored in that match. Certainly done well this afternoon. So an anxious moment here for Celtic.
It's really just
an upward fall for him, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a very sore one, but I don't think there was any real malice in the challenge from Haitley. It was just more of a clumsy fall. This obviously gave Stubbs a problem. But you know, there's two guys here talking. Laudrup in particular, I think, has maybe got the biggest boost of all in this Rangers team. He probably feels now he can get a bit more space, and Haitley does take a considerable amount of weight off this guy's shoulders, and he can just go on and create his openings, and Haitley can do a lot of the work for him. And even at 35, I don't think it looks a problem so far for Haitley.
Yeah, Laudrup did look a bit dispirited the other evening when Pedersen once again marked him extremely well, and you're right, Charlie, he wasn't getting the support, but this afternoon he's relishing this situation. Well, Alan Stubbs doesn't look too happy, and the referee is saying, well, if he wants any further treatment, he's going to have to leave the field. The ball is returned by Ian Durrant. Touch from Cadet. Here's McStay. Di Canio quickly closed down by McLaren. No free kick, indicates the referee. Celtic players look for something. Rangers get on with it. In comes Grant. Well, that's given away by Craig Moore. Here's Di Canio. Moore tries to get back. There's certainly plenty of Rangers players funneling back. And the danger is eventually cleared, but a slack moment there almost let Di Canio in. Cadet with him, but trying to go it alone. There's Cadet trying to challenge. Now it's Alberts for Rangers. Ferguson. Durrant. Fellens away wide right. Fellin plays it through. It's a good ball. It finds Craig Moore. And it's away behind by Anoni. Well, Haitley was lucky in the middle. He decided to make a run to the near side. And the ball was hit right across. But Rangers have the corner kick conceded by Enrico Enone. Once again, Richard Gough pushes forward. That was a good ball through from Cleland to Craig Moore. Movement from Gough and Haitley. Right through for the throw-in to Celtic.
They certainly gave them problems. Rangers have given Celtic problems down the Rangers' right-hand side. That's done clever. But Craig Moore's been prepared to sacrifice with running, and he's got in behind Josh McKinley. He had to go and probably block Cleland. And it's been difficult for Celtic to pick Craig Moore up.
And free kick to Rangers, just on the edge of the area. And the referee is calling over Malky Mackay. It's another real opportunity here for Rangers, right on the edge of the area. They've had a lot of free kicks in this first half. Just over 27 minutes gone. They've failed to cash in. For something from this one. Durrant sweeps it in, and Haitley just failed to respond. This is Ferguson. Good challenge there by Jackie McNamara. Through now for Cadet. And an equally good challenge, sliding challenge there by Bjorklund. Well, if there's a winner at the end of this match, will really deserve the points because the commitment is total. Well, this is the first time in 14 years that Rangers have gone into an Old Firm match on the back of 2 defeats. The last time was way back in 1983 when they lost 2-1 to Celtic at Ibrox. Tommy Burns getting one of the goals, so it shows you how long ago that happened. This is McNamara now trying to force the play forward. Well, Ian Durrant is doing plenty of defending here. So it's McNamara and it's George Alberts who slides in to concede the corner kick. There's certainly persistence from Jackie McNamara. First of all, he was challenged by Ian Durrant, then George Alberts. To steady himself in a crowded area, but the referee wants us taken again. A lot of pushing and jostling going on, and Hugh Dallas just calming things down. He's already yellow carded 2 players this afternoon, Grant of Celtic and Moore of Rangers. Once again he shows some firmness. So Tosh McKinlay has crossed over to hit this one. Well headed away by Ferguson. So almost half an hour gone, still no scoring here at Celtic Park. Plenty of action. And here's Paul McStay, the Celtic skipper, through now for the Canio. Cadet's just ahead of him. Still it's Cadet. The goalkeeper does well, and Alan McLaren gets it away, but McLaren was really caught there. Alan McLaren was caught out by George Cadet as Di Canio played this one through.
It's a famous diagonal run of Cadet, but full credit to the keeper, Dibble. He was out very sharp.
Canio swings it in. And the free kick is awarded to Rangers. Again, a lot of pushing going on. Peter Grant has taken a knock, but it was good play by Cadet. Just getting away from McLaren. Ball through from Di Canio. The goalkeeper does his job, and then McLaren managed to get it away.
It's really the first time that Cadet and Di Canio have linked and gave them a major problem. They have lacked sufficient numbers from midfield at the moment, Celtic, to support Di Canio and Cadet in particular. O'Donnell's trying on every occasion to get there, but they've got to time it right until Cadet has got it under control, and from that Celtic can progress, because at the moment they have just no fluency in the play.
Seems to have recovered from the head knock he took a few moments ago. He challenges again. It's away by Bjorklund. Headed forward by Stubbs. Away by Goff. There's Phil O'Donnell. Haven't really seen much of him so far. One of those good runs he can make. There's Di Canio. Now it's O'Donnell. By Anoni. So, a drift out, I'm sure. Only Peter Grant, I think, would have chased it into that corner.
It certainly wouldn't have been me. I love no money, I wouldn't have went near that. But the determination was shown again from Granty. It was a good ball actually played from Anoni, but he'd made his run early and checked out Peter Grant, so he just couldn't get back into it.
Dibble here has made 5 appearances for Aberdeen back in 1990. Picked him out for a spell, and this afternoon he's certainly doing that for Rangers. Bjorklund. Celtic's throw. Touch from Di Canio. It's McNamara. Again, Durant was keeping a close eye on him. Good challenge. He's getting through a power of work this afternoon, Ian Durant. To think how long ago that horrendous injury happened to him, and still he defies the odds to play at the top level. Here's Peter Grant. Well, he does well. McNamara sends it in. It's away by Craig Moore. A touch from Haitley. And Haitley again. Throw to Celtic. Peter Grant off does well against Cadet. This is Moore. He's playing it into space, looking for Laudrup. Malcolm Mackay and Alan Stubbs seem to have settled a bit now after some hair-raising moments in the earlier stages.
The game's just settled down a little bit. It's just having a little breather, I think, before they have a final blast with the half-time whistle. But it's a calm 5 minutes. Celtic maybe just starting to believe that they have steadied the ship a little bit. Rangers have been dominant in this first half. I think Stuart Kerr has maybe only had one save to make, so they'll not be that upset at this stage that Rangers have probably had more possession.
So Grant battling with Haitley. It's Celtic's free kick. And the referee wants a word with Haitley. Again, two committed players. And Haitley eventually committing the foul. He gets a word of warning from the referee. 007's here this afternoon, supporting Rangers by the look of things. Goalkeeper remain calm. Dibble shows plenty of confidence. Touch on by Haitley. This is Stubbs. Good ball up, easily taken down by Bjorklund. Through for Haitley. Alberts. Looking for a Durant, but stays there though. Grant. McNamara. Alberts does well against Cadet, and almost a good ball through to Laudrup. It was well cut out there by Malky Mackay. Alec Cleland stands in no ceremony. There's Di Canio. McKinlay. Canio again, driving it through. Behind for the goal kick.
Just little flashes, he wants to do something. It was a horrendous ball for Cadet to contact with. There's just no way he could have done anything with it. I think it was mainly a shot from Di Canio. Hasn't been so influential as normal today. Don't know if that's maybe down to his injury picked up last week. But signs are that he's just still got something in the bag to give Celtic.
Richard Gough, just the last few games, seems to be getting through this one without any great problem so far. And it's a free kick against Cadet. Again, it's very difficult down there for the referee. But, he decides it's Rangers free kick, and Andy Dibble coming all the way out of his goal to take this one. Paul McStay is lying deep. This is McNamara. Cross now for Grant. Toss McKinley is wide left. O'Donnell has started a run. This is O'Donnell. Claren challenge as well. They get some help from Cleland. Through by Mackay. Easily cut out by Moore. Then comes to Canio again. Breaks through for Cadet. It's De Canio. Cadet peels off. But Richard Gough was there, and so too was Craig Moore. But Celtic really looking to De Canio and Cadet. Get some kind of combination going here to open up this defence, but the Rangers skipper was there. It's cleared by Cleland. Free kick, Celtic's way. It's De Canio. O'Donnell, good touch by him. De Canio again. Well, Ian Durrant will be yellow carded. Well, you just wonder what this might do to De Canio, who'd been struggling with injury. Still in the deck as Hugh Dallas calls over the Rangers player. A promising moment there for Celtic. It comes to an end and the yellow card is shown to the Rangers midfielder. So we're inside the final 5 minutes of this first half here at Celtic Park. It's Celtic 0, Rangers 0, but a free kick to Celtic as Tommy Burns looks on. A free kick just outside the area. Well, Sipley, Celtic fans getting right behind the team now, and they weathered some early pressure. They have a chance here. But what an intense battle this has been. It's De Canio! And the ball goes behind for the goal kick. What a magnificent effort by Paolo Di Canio. The ball flicked up in the air for him. A mighty effort off the top of the bar.
Well, if you believe in yourself, this is what can happen. Absolute quality from Di Canio. In the last 5 minutes, Celtic have needed someone to inspire them. And if this doesn't, nothing will. Tremendous ability from a quality player.
That certainly ignites the Celtic fans. He's become a major favourite here after a slow start. And the good thing is that Di Canio now is concentrating more on the game. He was getting far too involved with referees and officials in his earlier weeks here. Got himself sent off, and now he's concentrating more in the game, and that is paying off for Celtic, who are certainly coming more and more into this match after a rather dodgy start. So just under 3 minutes of the first half left. It's McStay, well challenged by Ferguson. And Ronnie comes in there just ahead of Laudrup. From Cleland. McLaren and Durrant get into a bit of a tangle and surrender possession. Celtic now hesitate. It's a real pressure cooker down there, though.
It's the fear of making a mistake in vital areas.
The offside flag is up. Di Canio will be spoken to. maybe I spoke just a bit too soon there. He shows his frustration as a long ball was played through. The offside flag went up. He reacted and the referee ran over.
I think the real frustration shown there was, I think, actually timed his run well, and I think he's caught the linesman out, but still he overreacts.
Again, it's that argument, Charlie, a ball being played that kind of distance, how can the linesman keep an eye on that, and also the player who's breaking? It's very, very difficult. Comes off the head of Cadet. It's picked up by Durant. And again is back, helping out. And a miscue this time by Andy Dibble. So he simply hasn't looked all that comfortable when the ball has been passed back to him. But they did make one very good close range save. Go through by Stubbs. The referee has halted the play, and it's Rangers ball.
Celtic would like to try and get their fullbacks more advanced. McNamara and McKinley, their big strength is going forward. They really haven't hit the byline probably as much as Celtic would like.
There's Ian Durant coming through, and the goalkeeper's off his line. Rangers sensationally take the lead. What a mess the Celtic defence got into there. Just seconds of this first half left, and Stuart Kerr got into all kinds of difficulty here. It was Alberts who swept the ball through. It was Haitley with Anori. He got the merest touch on it, and then Stubbs headed it into the path of Durant. The goalkeeper had already left his line. Malky Mackay had the chance to clear.
Well, Celtic gave him every chance coming to half-time. You don't take the gamble and try and knock it back to your goalkeeper there. He's in no man's land. Mackay's a bit slow to react. Laudrup puts him under pressure, and it's a terrible goal for Celtic to lose.
So we're now into stoppage time in this first half. And Celtic have the free kick. But really, it was blunderland there from Celtic. A mistake by Stubbs initially. The goalkeeper had committed himself. Durant got it over. Malky Mackay tried to get it away. Only got a touch on it. It was over the line at that point. So the ball, I suppose, coming off Malky Mackay in the final analysis. The man who gave Celtic the lead in the Scottish Cup tie. But it was awful defending by Celtic. The first mistake coming from Stubbs. The goalkeeper, Stuart Kerr, had already left his line, and Ian Durant got the touch on it. They held up for some treatment to Craig Moore. Well, Celtic were enjoying the best spell of the match, but caught out by the long ball through from Alberts. Celtic will hope to take this opportunity. Good blocking challenge by Richard Gough. Gone flying out there against Stubbs. And it's Ian Durant again, back doing some defending as the half-time whistle sounds. Rangers get the vital breakthrough just a minute from half-time. Charlie.
Well, Rangers were playing so well, I thought, for 25-30 minutes. Celtic in mainstream through Decano were coming back into the game with the quality effort off the bar. But if Celtic can continually defend that against Rangers, they will go another 8 or 9 games without getting a result, because it was bad defending, and there is no excuse for it.
The half-time score here at Celtic Park. is Celtic 0, Rangers 1.
Yeah, real drama there. Celtic 0, Rangers 1 after 45 minutes of frantic action. And we'll hear the thoughts of Paul Elliott and Graham Roberts in just a couple of minutes from now. Welcome back, half-time here at Parkhead, where it's Celtic 0, Rangers 1. And this is the story of the first 45 minutes. Have a look at this. Half-time statistics. Well, Rangers have 1 goal, Celtic haven't scored, as we know. Shots on target, Rangers have had 3, Celtic 2. Shots off it, 2 each there. Corners, there only have been 3, 2 to Celtic and 1 to Rangers. Well, Paul, briefly, what do you make of it so far?
Well, I think, Jim, for the first 30 minutes, territorially, Rangers had the greater advantage. They broke with pace, and really, I think Haitley was a constant threat. The 2 centre-backs, I thought, struggled. And I think thereafter, once Celtic settled, Di Canio started to have a bigger influence on the game. Obviously, they finished the stronger side, but obviously, Rangers scoring very much against a run of play.
I think you go with that, Graham, yeah?
Yeah, I do, Jim. I think Rangers come here to do a job. They've got everybody behind the ball, and Rangers' game at the moment is to hit them on the break, and they've got the pace in Laudrup. Haitley's causing Stubbs in Malky Mackay all sorts of trouble, and they just cannot handle him. They're not used to him, such a big lad playing against them this season, and he's caused some mayhem in there, and the goal came from that situation.
Yeah, well, you mentioned the goal. Let's see the goal now, Graham. This is what is keeping Rangers ahead of Celtic right now. Now, what do you think of that, Paul?
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, prior to that, I think it was a woeful error actually by Stubbs. I think the last further field there, you've got to get the height and distance away. I mean, the ball's coming. I think you see Big Mark. He actually pulls off onto the fullback, Anoni.
Yeah.
There at that point, that's where he's created the problem. His presence there, unchallenged, and obviously there's Stubbs. Mistimed the header, in my opinion, and really Durant has read the situation, lifted it over the advancing Kerr, and really Laudrup, brave on the far post, comes in and Kerr bundles it into the net. But really,
it's a strange one, isn't it?
Yes.
But actually, I thought, if you have a look here, I thought Durant was going to score, and but Laudrup definitely touches it.
Yeah, he got the final touch, hasn't he?
Definitely.
Well, that's 1-0 to Rangers at half-time, and that was the goal. Ian Durant, you said you were pleased at the top of the show, Graham, that Durant was in. He had a real chance early on, didn't he?
Well, I thought he was going to put us 1-0 up. I thought he was going to put us 1-0 up, Jim. It was a free kick. I think it was Celtic's free kick, and Rangers' game is about breaking off, from other people's mistakes. And you see here, it's a great ball. Laudrup's pace takes him away, and now it's sort of 3 against 1. But to be fair to him, Tosh McKinley does very well there. Held him up, and I thought probably Laudrup should have just killed him off a bit more, and Durant would have been right in on goal. But Rangers look strong going forward. On the break they look tremendous today.
And Haitley in, as I said at the top, he comes up from London on Friday and he plays against Celtic today. He had a looping header and went close with it, didn't he, Paul?
Yeah, I mean, this is another element where he pulls off here to the far post. I think central defenders get caught balls and get caught towards a goal. Tight angle, but it's that kind of ball where Haitley really just sits up in the air diagonally and he comes in there. I mean, he's like 5 yards off, poor marking by the Celtic defender. And really, it's a good effort at goal. It
was a good effort. And of course, Celtic have had their chances too, and we'll be looking at those in just a minute. But now details of how you can vote for the Bells.
Thanks, Jim. Welcome back, everyone, to Celtic Park. Both teams back out on the field, and a look around shows no changes in either side. And we checked with Rangers at half-time. Ian Durant is claiming the goal. Certainly Laudrup was in there, and Malky Mackay as the ball crossed the line, but it's been credited to Ian Durant. So Celtic with an uphill battle in this second half. Rangers were certainly the better side over the 45 minutes. Cruel luck in Celtic perhaps when Di Canio hit that marvellous free kick off the crossbar. But poor defending by Celtic just on the interval. Gives them a lot to do in this second half to keep any championship hopes to have alive. So we're underway. And Celtic unbeaten here in the last 10 matches since losing 1-0 to Rangers in November. Celtic have won 9 of those and drawn the other. So we've got a formidable home record, but being put to the test this afternoon. Certainly disappointing, I thought, midfield in the first half, and the service not being delivered through to Di Canio and Cadet. And at the back, Malky Mackay and Alan Stubbs, they started the match rather nervously and ended the first half that way after they appeared to have settled. And once again, Mark Haitley putting himself about, and he played a significant part in that first half. McKinley. Celtic will certainly be looking more from Phil O'Donnell in this second half. Canio, down he goes. Free kick to Celtic.
Yeah, I think you mentioned Phil O'Donnell, Jerry, and they do need more from him, but they've got to get the two wing backs, McKinley, McNamara, involved more in the play in an attacking role.
Well, there's one of them. A touch there. Through for Peter Grant, but it's behind for the goal kick. It's played through by Jackie McNamara. Ball breaks down for Peter Grant. Rangers suffered their first domestic defeat of the season at Ibrox on Wednesday night. But if they leave here today with full points, they know they have more or less wrapped up this championship. There will have to be a marked improvement in Celtic's performance in the second half. They have to take anything out of the match. There's Anoni. McNamara taking on Alberts. Again, you see Rangers players closing in quickly. Durant and Ferguson, three players clustered around Jackie McNamara there. Rangers definitely look more up for this match than Celtic as things stand.
Well, there's a desire and there's also a knowledge. I mean, Alberts is not the most competent full-back tackling-wise, as we know, so McNamara is vital to Celtic. But both Durant and Ferguson willing to go and help him at every opportunity.
There's McNamara again. Ferguson makes a challenge. Well, he was already spoken to in the first half. He'll have to be careful. He's in late with that one. Free kick to Celtic. Squeezed away by Moore.
Very alert, Dibble coming off his line. I mean, we know Andy Gorham is an extraordinary goalkeeper, but this guy seems to come off his line a lot more than Andy Gorham does.
6'2", slightly bigger, and he certainly enjoyed the experience of playing in this so far this afternoon. As I mentioned, Dibble played for a number of clubs, including West Brom and Bolton, and signed from Manchester City. Who would have thought that Rangers would be drafting in Andy Dibble from Manchester City and Mark Hateley from QPR for a game such as this? It's a sign of changing times with so many foreign players involved. That no fewer than five have scored in recent Old Firm encounters. And there's Laudrup laying it off to Moore. From Cleland to Durant. Steps McStay. To Canio. Once again, you can see Rangers players reacting very quickly. There were three players around the Canio the minute they got possession. The ball had hardly left Paul McStay's foot towards the Italian, and he was quickly closed down. Free kick is awarded. McLaren was the culprit. Certainly won Celtic a fair number of free kicks this afternoon, Paolo Di Canio. But once again they failed to cash in and Rangers are pushing forward. Albert's trying to pick out Laudrup. Oh, it's a mistake now by Anoni. Defensively, Celtic are not having a good afternoon. They could be punished again. The goalkeeper's committed himself. Laudrup still has it. Well, once again, Kerr comes springing from his line just as he did when the goal was lost a minute from half-time, and the goalkeeper has been hurt. A mistake by Anoni in the first place, let Laudrup through, and certainly Stuart Kerr has taken a knock. And, Celtic have elected to have three outfield players on the bench this afternoon. Rangers have got Michael Ray, the young goalkeeper, on the bench. But, the goalkeeper flying out, went down and did just enough. Now it's Celtic at the other end, the early ball from Cadet. Here's O'Donnell, but Rangers again have got superior numbers back. And the goalkeeper takes it well despite the attentions of George Cadet. But once again, Rangers